Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video we will be discussing something very interesting. So we will be discussing TCS NQT advanced coding question, and this question has been asked on 19th of August 2022 slot 1. So this is the same question that has been asked, okay, on 19th of August and slot 1. So this is the coding question, and if you are about to appear in NQT, then you have to go through this question definitely. Okay, and as you know that based on this coding question, you will be selected for digital. So try to solve many means different types of question. Okay, so this question you have to watch till the end, and I will explain in crystal clear manner. Okay, so about the question, it was of medium level, but the main thing is you have to understand this problem statement. Once you understand this, you can easily code this. Code is simple. Okay, and this is a statement, and I have put this question in simple way, simplified form, so that it will be easy for all of you to understand. So let us go through the question one by one. Okay, so the statement is there are n students standing in a line wearing a jersey with a unique number printed on it. Numbers are from 1 to n. They are standing in increasing order. So let me show you a diagram also, so that we will understand it better. So this is the beautiful diagram I have drawn, and if you see the diagram, so we will move step by step. So n students are there, and they are wearing a jersey, and a number is written on it, unique number. So these are the student, as you can see, student 1, student 2, student 3, and this is the jersey number I have written. So this student has jersey number 1, this has 2, and this has 3. Okay, now move forward. So they are standing in increasing order of their jersey number. So initially they are in increasing order of their number. So 1 is first, then 2, then 3. Okay, and now it is saying that there is a fixed board with a number written on it behind each student. So as you can see, this is student, and behind this I have made a board, and this board has a number written, and it is behind each student. And then it is saying that after each beat of the drum, a student have to shift to a location written on the board behind them. So there will be one drum beat, and after the drum beat, the student have to change their location. Now where they will go? So they will go to that location which is written on the board behind them. So this one will go to so one will look behind, and it will see 3 written. So one will go to third location or third place. So I have written drawn here. So one will go to here. Okay, so after drum beat, so let us say I made a drum beat, drum. So after drum beat, one will go to here. So one came here. Okay, so let me draw a line. So this was the initial one. Initially they are like this, but after the drum beat, one came here. Now where 2 will go? So 2 will look behind, and we'll see 1 written. So 2 will come to the first position. Okay, so 2 will come to position 1. Now 3, where 3 will go? So 3 will look behind, and will have a board having 2 written. So 3 will come to second position. So as you can see, 3 came here. So this is the how drum beat and position changing will happen. Now then what we have to do? Now we have to do this again and again until we have to calculate after how many drum beat they will come back to their initial position. So this is the question. Now initial position means this was the initial position 1, 2, 3. So we have to keep on doing this until again they are here, like first will come to here, second here, and third here. So we will keep on doing. So let us see. So after drum beat, they are not at their original position. So 2 is here, 2 is on the first position. So it should be like here, 2 should be in the first, 1 should be in the first. So as you can see, both are not equal. So again we have to make the drum beat. So drum beat should be until they are in the original position. So original was this one. So this should be okay. Now let us say I made another drum beat. So this is drum beat. Now after second drum beat, 2 will Now where 2 will go? So again 2 will see the board. So 2 will go to the third position. So 2 came here. Now where 3 will go? So 3 will go to first position. So now after 3 will go to first position. So 3 came here. And where 1 will go? So 1 will go to second position. So 1 came here. So all these are happening after drum beat 2. Now we will see whether they are in the original position. No. So originally 1 to 3 was there, but now 3 1 2 is there. So it is also not. So again we will make a drum beat. So let us say we made a third drum beat. Drum. Again they will shift the position. So now where 3 will go? So again 3 will look the board. It is saying 3. So 3 will go to third position. So let me make the change. Now 3 will come here. Now where 1 will go? So 1 will go to first position. So 1 will come here. 1. And where okay, so 1 came here, and where was 2? So in the same diagram it will be not good. So let us make a new thing. So where 3 will come? So 3 will come to third position. So now 3 will come to a new position. 3 will be here. And where 1 will go? So 1 will go to first position. So now 1 will come here. 1 came here. And where 2 will go? So 2 will see here. Okay, I have to go second position. So now 2 will come here. Okay, and just delete all this. Now if you look carefully the new position, so 1 is here, 2 is here, and 3 is here. And they are in the original. So original also 1 2 3, and finally here also 1 2 and 3. So so they came back to their original position. Now the question is, we have to say how many drum beat happened. So drum beat 1, drum beat 2, and drum beat 3. So after 3 drum beat, they came back to their original position. So from where they started. So this is the question they are asking. So I hope you understood the question. So the input will be given in this way. So there will be 2 lines of input. First line will be how many students are there, n, so 3. And after this you will be given an array, and it will have this board number 3 1 2. So this you will be given 3 1 2, and you have to print after how many drum beat they came back to the original position. So 3 is the answer we know. So this was all about. Now let us see the code. So as you can see, code is not that much lengthy. There is one while loop and there is one for loop. That's all. Okay, so before seeing the code, let us see how we will. Let us do some dry run. Okay, so I have taken the same example and we will try to see. So n will be 3. The same example I am taking, this one. So n will be 3 a. Now see the code. So the first line is n. It will take the input, first input, and I hope you are aware in Python. And if you want the code in other languages as well, you can write in the comment section. I will do it. So the first line will take the input n, this one, and the second line, if you are familiar with Python, will take this second line of input. And we have stored this input in the form of list a. In a we have stored all the board numbers, and then okay, so n is 3, n will be 3, and in a I have put the board number. So 3 1 2, like in this case 3 1 2. So the board number will be here. And b, in b we will be putting the jersey number. So initially the students are in 1 2 and 3. So that will put in b, and we will keep changing this thing. So the jersey number, as you can see, was keep changing. So student 1 went here, student 2 came here, like in this way. So we will keep changing the b until they are came back to original one, like 1 2 3. Okay, so let us see. So in b what I have done, so these 2 lines were given as input, and b is not given, like the position of the jersey or the position of student. Now why it is not given? Because we know it is ascending order, so it will be 1 2 3. Suppose 4 student, then it will be 1 2 3 4. So it is known, so they have not given it, and so that's why I have written one for loop, and inside the for loop I have put the value of b. So I have put values from 1 to n, appended value from 1 to n. So b will be something like this: 1 2 and 3. So b got, a got n. Now we have initialized answer. So in answer we will put how many drum bit happened. So initially there is 0 drum bit, so I initialize this 0, and this 2 line we will see afterward. And then there is a while loop. Now this while loop is important, and after this while loop we will print the answer. Now in this while loop what is happening is that, let us see now what we will do. So what we want, that after the first drum beat, this student having jersey 1 should go to third position. So we have to look the board. This is the board. This is the board. So this student 1 will look the board, and it is having 3. So student 1 will go to the third place. So student 1 should come here. Now in programming, how we will do this? It means if a student should go to third position, it means b of 2 is equals to 1. If I write b of 2, okay, so here it is written b of 2 is equal to 1. If I write this, so we know third position in programming, the indexing start from 0. So if I say that he will go to third position, it means he will go to second index, because this is 0th index, this is 1, this is 2. So 1 will go to second index. So we have to write b2 equals to 1. If I write b2 equals to 1, it means 1 is moving to the third position. So only this thing we have to use. So by doing this thing, we will keep changing the position, and we will keep changing until again it come back to original one. Okay, so this is the simple thing I am doing inside the while loop. So this 3 line, forget for now, we will discuss later. And now we are making one temporary list of C, all having 0. And now we are moving through this for loop, and what we are doing, this line we have to keep in mind. So what we are doing, we are changing the value of C, and this C value will be changing. If you look carefully the index, I am writing AI minus 1. So AI minus 1 basically means A is this one. So index will change AI minus 1. As we told you, the indexing will be from 0, so minus 1. So AI minus 1 is equals to BI. So same thing I have written. So A, it is like this, AI minus 1. So C of AI minus 1 means AI is basically 3. So C of this line. So this for loop is basically doing this thing. So initially what we are doing C of AI is 3 minus 1 2. So C of 2 is equals to 1. So C of 2 is equals to 1 basically means A is going to this third position. Now C of 0, because now index is 1, so minus 1. So C of 0 is equals to 2. It means 2 is going to 0th index. Similarly 3, where 3 will go? So 3 will go to second index. So 3 will go to index or position 2, but indexing is minus 1. So C1 is equals to 3. It means 3 will go to 1th index. 3 will go to 1th index. So this is the for loop, and after one iteration we will get C as something like this, 2 3 1. So the same thing I have written here. After for loop we got C, and that C I stored back into B. Okay, because we are changing B only. So initially B is 1 2 3, but after first iteration C equals to this will come, but we are again assigning C to B. It means B is equals to this. So initial iteration, so initially the position was 1 2 and 3, and after iteration 1 position will be 2, 3 and 1. And if you look carefully here, after iteration 1 it was 2, 3 and 1. So I hope you understand how we are changing the position with the help of programming. So this we got after iteration 1. Again we will do the iteration, second iteration while loop. Okay, now again we will do the iteration, again we will change the position. Now where this 2 will go? Now new b is 2, 3, 1. So new b is 2, 3, 1. Now where this 2 will go? This 2 will go to position 3 but indexing 2. Okay, so same way this while loop will keep on running. And now how many times it will run? Now for that what I have done, or what we should do, is it will run till d is not equals to b. Now what is this d? So initially I have initialized d to all 0. Okay, but after first iteration, so see k equals to 0 I have taken, so now it will go inside while loop. If k equals to 0, then d equals to b. So see, the main problem is initially whatever position you have, like in this case initial student having 1, 2 and 3, now it is saying that we have to keep running till again we get 1, 2, 3. So for that, in the while loop, what I have done, I have made a dummy d, and d is not equals to b, because b will be 1, 2, 3 initially. Now after iteration, after means just it will go here inside the while loop, and I change the value of d to b. So now after this iteration, d will be original b, that is initial position, and then I increased k plus 1. Now this line of code will no longer be run. So in simple term, what I have stored, so in simple term I have stored d as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and now d has been stored, and now we will keep changing the b, and once the b value will come equal to 1, 2, 3, that is initial position, we will break the loop. Okay, but this line I have given because if I write d equals to b initially only, then b equals to b will always be true. So that's why I have written this line, and just we entered the while loop, I change the value of d to b. So now the value of d is b, that is original position, and we will keep running this while loop, and if again we will come back to the original position, that is d, it will break. So this is the code. So you see, if you have any problem, watch it again. I have make you understand everything. So at last we have to print the answer. Now let us run few cases. So let us write 3, and let us check this case only, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, sorry, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so we got the solution 3. We can make some more cases, like suppose 5, 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. Okay, so in this case we have answer 3, and let us make it already sorted. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in this case we got solution 1, answer 1, because it is already here, and within one iteration it will come back to original position. So that's why answer is 1. And I hope it is clear. So this is the code, and this for loop, I hope it was clear. Let me rephrase this. So it was doing just like we have to keep the value of b, and we have to change this value depending on this a value, and I have written this here. You have to see it again. Okay, if you have any problem, and if you have not understood this line, so this what I am doing is basically, see, initially b is, suppose, let me make one example. So let us say initially B is like this, 1 2 and 3, 1 2 and 3. Now initially this is B. Now how we will make a while loop? Because we have to make a while loop such that we will keep changing this position of B until again the same thing will come back. Okay, so for that, to make a while loop, there is some problem. So what I have done, I have initialized D as something else, just a dummy value, and then I write like D is not equals to B. So obviously D will not be equals to B. Now the moment it will come here, so within the first loop only, I change the value of D to B, and B is nothing but this thing only, 1 2 3. So now D will become 1 2 3. Okay, but B will keep on changing. B will keep on changing, and until B will become equal to D. So initialize, if I write D equals to B, suppose if I write D equals to B, then this while loop will not work because both will be equal. So that's why I kept it different for a time being. But the moment it will enter this while loop, just k equals to 0, I have changed the value of D to B. Okay, so now value of D will be the original indexing. Okay, and then I increase the k plus 1, k plus equals to 1. So this line of code will never run further. This is just for the first time. So the D value will be the original will be stored in this D value, and we will keep running this loop, and B will keep on changing. So from 1 to 3 it will be something like 3 to 1 or anything. Again something at last it will be 1 to 3, and then we will compare it with D. Okay, so you could try doing some other way also, like there could be many ways. So this was the one simple example, and I have discussed other coding question also, so you can go through the playlist also. And if you have any doubt in any part of this code, then you can write in the comment section. Okay, so thank you guys, take care.